Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Torrance Ford here, Remax Premier. Just wanted to throw a few things at you as far as how can you wow your clients in today's market. There's a lot of tech, there's iBuyers, there's all these things that are going on in the market, and you want to ask yourself, am I doing enough? Some things that we found successful at Remax Premier are small things that I think can go a long way. When representing a seller, you have a listing, I think it'll be great to maybe have, destination maps or maps of interest just to highlight where your listing is. And we'll try to put some great examples in the video to showcase that. Some other great things that we're seeing in the industry at different seminars around the country. There's a company called Box Brownie. It sounds really silly, but it's called Box Brownie. They are like Photoshop gods and kings or queens for that matter. And they will take listing photos and they'll do twilight shots. They will Photoshop. They will remove clutter from a home. They'll do a lot of really great things. There's another company called Real Image Pros. They've been really helpful to do some of the same things. Other things from a listing perspective that I think will be great. People want to know before they go to the property what they're working with and what they're dealing with. So floor plans are amazing to do the 2D or 3D, and that's one thing that I know Real Image Pros as well as Box Brownie can do to set your listing apart. Show them what the house looks like before they get there, so they have no questions asked when they arrive as far as the size of the closets or the family room. Moving over to the buyer side and just kind of representing the client overall, there's some really cool apps that I think are important. And right now I'm using BombBomb a lot. Everyone wants video. They want to be able to talk to you. And time is money. So with BombBomb, I can send a video to congratulate a client on the success of winning that bid on that house, getting through the due diligence period. I can reply to emails. They have a desktop version where you can reply to emails in lieu of typing emails. So how do you sell 50 plus houses a year? You gain your time back by using certain apps and technology such as BombBomb. While out in the field, a lot of times a buyer will ask, well, do you know what my property lines are? And I found that LandGlide has a free version that's really cool that shows you property lines, who the owner is. There is HomeSnap. They have a really cool feature where you can walk the property lines. So it's a little artificial intelligence going on where you can hold the phone up and you can literally walk with your phone along the property lines. And I found that to be super cool. As far as productivity apps, we found that we've had success with UpNest, HomeLight, and Mellow Home to really bring in those referrals. Because as we know, leads are out there. So how are we capturing some of those strangers that we haven't yet connected with personally? Those are some of the three apps that we're using. Vendors are huge. I mean, right now, I think as an agent, you got to have vendors in your back pocket: photographer, plumber, electrician, contractor, interior decorators. Those have been my go-to or our go-to vendors to just help us stay sharp and look like $1 million to save the day. One of our contractors is really great because his name's Blake Olson. I want to give him a little shout out. I can send him the inspection report and he'll text me back a price, appropriate, an estimated price, if you will, on what those repairs are. So I know what I'm fighting for and how to negotiate on those repairs. From a standpoint of networking while you're out in the field, seminars, things of that nature, there's a super cool app called Haystack, where you may find yourself fumbling having the need for a business card. Well, now you can send them a virtual card, which is really great, just to stay on your feet and keep that flow going, taking it to the next step to really help service that client. Last but not least, I mean, there's small things that I think go a long way. One little trick, when you're out looking at houses and you get to the sixth house, usually the customer starts to get a little tired. By the sixth house, their mouths are dry, they're a little tired. have snacks in the car. I think that's great to have snacks for the kids, or even games for that matter. That's helped me out a lot with showing clients. Other tips that I think have been great would be maybe sending a sample home inspection report in advance, especially if you're dealing with those first-time buyers, so that they know what a home inspection report looks like. And you can also use that as an example to showcase things we don't want them to find in their home, just to get things going. Just a few more things I wanted to throw at you as far as celebrating milestones. One really cool thing to do when you're celebrating milestones with a client is to maybe send a pizza to their job for them to celebrate with their employees. Or there's a company that we love here in Atlanta area. It's called Tiff's Treats. They will deliver fresh, warm baked cookies. I think they have a 30 or 45 minute rule that they'll get it delivered to that customer. And of course, your clients or your clients' coworkers are going to say, "Whoa, what's going on? This smells too good," and it's going to stem conversation around you, the agent, helping to make their day or make their week essentially with homeownership. And last but not least, the Old Faithful still works, and it's calls, notes, and pop-bys. We're a big Buffini office here at RE/MAX Premier, and we write handwritten notes. So whenever you get that moment to thank someone for something that for something that they did, or you see something that inspired you on social media, hands down, write a note and just say, "I haven't seen you in a while. You really inspired me by running Kilimanjaro." I have a good buddy of mine from college. We swam together, and I've seen him go through some challenges in life with a divorce and just things of that nature. But I've seen him take on the challenge of going to Africa and going up Kilimanjaro. And to this day, I always tell him that I look up to him. So anything that motivates you, find an excuse to reach out to people. And those are ways you can stay connected and help build your business organically. So anyway, I just wanted to share a few tips and tricks that we're finding successful. Continue to follow us, and we'll continue to keep you cutting edge to kick butt and take names. Take care.